The Philharmonic could only be in Ann Arbor for 3 days. And of course, our Saturday just so happened to be a home football game, homecoming weekend. A major challenge followed. How do we make the deepest impact in our community with this first visit, given some major time constraints? We had to make this first visit set the tone for the future. There was a huge hole on Saturday afternoon. We couldn't schedule master classes when the majority of the student body would be heading to the big house for the game. How could we provide multiple ways in to this residency? I called the director of the Michigan Marching Band. His answer, if you could get the New York Phil Brass section and Alan Gilbert to participate, I would design an entire show around them. We eventually got permission to move ahead. There were more than 1,000 musicians on the field that day at halftime. The Philharmonic Brass performed before one of their largest audiences ever of over 107,601 people. And the first time a professional orchestra had ever taken part in a college football game day. Question of multiple ways in, one of the Wallace Foundation's strategies for building arts audiences. How can we bring an experience to people who otherwise might not have found us? That inspired a weekend of excellence. We were proud to be makers of joy in Ann Arbor. Thank you, and go Blue!
It was really point number 5, which is about knowing who your relations are. What are these relationships, and think them through. So for us, we said, why don't we bring in artists we respect and give them a free membership to the Y, and then they get to work out next to our members, they get to have a coffee with our members, and really involve on a one-on-one basis.
The one that stood out to me the most is take out the guesswork. As aside, because they're the demographics, but that doesn't tell us who these people are, what they feel, what they think, what their creative spirit moves them to do, how they express themselves. Get to know who the audiences are that you want to build. Try to find out as much as you can about who they are.
The most important work that we do to build arts audiences is really thinking about how we can go to them and not expecting people to come to us. So in thinking about the project that I reported on, where were there holes? Where might people not have found us because of a date or a time or a place? And how could we show up where they would be so that they could experience what we were doing?